Hello everyone and welcome to Oregon State University's Permaculture Design. I'm so glad you joined me in this permaculture journey. I'm Andrew Millison and I'm the founder of this program that began in 2009. I have an absolutely excellent team, many of whom I've been working with here for over a decade, developing and teaching this curriculum. We've revised this course over and over since we first taught online in 2011. And we're really open to your feedback as we continually improve. We've created a lot of custom material for you in this course over the years that you'll be able to take with you and use after the class, including our extensive design template. There's a lot of exclusive written and video content we've created, as well as a lot of highly curated content that already exists on the web, which we use. This class is focused around analyzing and designing a site through the lens of permaculture. And the course is structured so that each learning unit and each assignment is a layer in the design process. We start with a very wide-angle lens and progressively zoom in to finer and finer levels of detail and complexity in assessing and designing our site as the course goes on. But before you dive into the specifics of the course, I feel like it's really important for me to share the philosophy of how this curriculum is organized. We utilize a technique called spiral learning, where we present topics in the permaculture curriculum, but as the class goes on, we loop back and revisit what we taught you in earlier parts of the course. So we can constantly revisit and reinforce concepts that are running themes within the permaculture course curriculum. That's why it's a spiral, because as we move through the curriculum, we end up revisiting topics we've already covered, but in a new context. So we begin the course and the design process with site analysis. You'll go deeply into understanding your climate, your region, and observing the forces that have the greatest influence on your design site. In the design site analysis process, you're fundamentally answering the question, where am I? Why is it like this? We spend a lot of this course on site analysis, but the reason is that if you thoroughly observe and analyze a site, and understand the conditions on a deep level, then the design should start to become obvious and require a lot less effort. Permaculture is information intensive, and the site analysis is where we gather a lot of that important information. And the way we synthesize a lot of the information is through mapping. You're going to be doing a lot of mapping in this course. We created a template for your work that walks you through the process. It will contain all of your data and maps and will become your design report at the end of the course. You'll create many layers of maps, which become the communication tool that you use to present your ideas. Permaculture design is a map-heavy process, and these are skills we wish to impart to you for your lifetime. Permaculture is really a design system. And a lot of this course is dedicated to teaching you the methods and details of how to design your site as a whole system in the context of climate, topography, water, pathways, plants, animals, structures, energy, and community. Our goal is to give you a new lens in which to view the world, which is your permaculture design mind. Because the truth is, once you see the world from the permaculture perspective, nothing's ever going to look quite the same again. Permaculture design gives you agency to make decisions and changes in your environment based on solid analysis, principles, methods, and techniques. I'm really excited to share this design system with you. The last thing I want to mention is your design client. You may be designing your own place, or you may be designing a public park down the road, but the way this class is structured, you'll be designing for someone as the client. This is important because permaculture is about how humans can live in harmony with nature. But sometimes humans can be the most challenging part of the design equation. We often have needs and wants that are not aligned with a healthy planet or community, and we have visions that are not achievable. The client aspect of this course can be really challenging to navigate, and it's where a lot of good lessons can be learned. So, the way that I see the permaculture design system from the big picture view is that it's a roadmap to a better world. It's a design system that contains the protocols and practices to actually create the physical structures of a harmonious planet where humans and nature can coexist in a beneficial way to both kingdoms. So welcome to the course, and myself and the whole team of instructors look forward to guiding you on this journey towards a better life.